Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Otaku Brothers podcast. My name is Ben, joined by my co-host Joseph.
Yo, what's going on, everyone?
Joseph, how was your week?
Oh man, it was very, very long actually. I'm ready for school to be over, man. It's like the final stretch. I just
Uh-huh.
this is currently I have 4 weeks left in in the semester, so it's kind of crazy. 4 weeks left. That means only full, including this episode, only like three more episodes here
Yeah.
at this little setup, and then we're gonna be back at the house. And oh, I'm so hyped to be home, see the boys, see Ben, um, just film some in person content. Hopefully, maybe stuff like
Well,
that.
I won't be back
I
home,
know.
so.
But you said you were gonna visit. Maybe what we gotta do. We got
Uh,
Ben. I want to do at least a one
or
person.
you guys can come up.
That's true. I could, yeah, do that. I could actually, yeah, I could. I might actually visit you, Ben. I can just take one of your roommates' beds. But yeah. Anyways, I want to do this summer at least one video where we're, an in-person podcast. I want to try it out, so we'll see.
Like we're at a table? Or
Yeah, like
what?
we're at a table and like we have the camera
Oh,
and then we
God.
got a mic, so we'll see. But yeah, we'll figure it out. But I also want to just do a lot of stuff. And then I just want to say shout out everyone for the likes and the views on the last short I made. It got over 1,300 views, which was crazy. It's like our second most viewed short, so that's
Mhm.
awesome. Love the support. We're gonna be making. I want to do. We got to do more stuff like that this summer, you know. So
Yeah, I was thinking we should start in between each episode, just kind of push shorts out and be like, hey, we're going to talk about this next
mhm.
week, blah, blah, blah.
No, yeah,
Stuff
exactly.
like that.
Literally, shorts are like there. It's literally a cheat
Cheat
code,
code.
bro. Yeah, exactly. So we're definitely gonna be working on that a lot more this summer, because I'm gonna be a lot of free time, so I want to keep myself busy. But besides that, good. Ben, did you ever watch Better Call Saul? Sorry, it's very random.
I did, yeah.
Oh, okay. I've now that I'm having a bit more free time, I I say that and then I'm gonna be swamped. But I just finished season 4 last night, so I'm very excited because season 6
Ooh.
comes to Netflix on the 18th.
Oh,
So
really?
that'll be like Tuesday. So I'm very hyped to try and just finish through seasons 5 and 6, and then hopefully start watching some anime again. So
Yeah,
I'm
whenever
excited.
I was watching it, like season six had just finished airing,
Hmm.
so it was really hard to find it somewhere.
Yeah,
And I found this really jank website, but I watched it.
yeah. Um, I get that. But yeah, besides that, my week's been good, Ben. How about you? How's your week been?
Pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Registered for classes next semester.
There you go.
Uh, uh, Everything's kind of dwindling down.
Yeah.
Just starting projects for finals. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I mean, I have 2 more weeks of school, and then it's finals week for me.
Really?
Yeah,
That's good. Well, yeah, I
but
think
even then,
you get a week out earlier than me. Yeah.
yeah.
So
But
that's
it's crazy
nice.
because in this time of year, I like start calculating my grades to see what I need to make on the final, like keep a grade that I want.
Mm-hmm.
And for one of my classes, I don't even have to take the final, and I'll get an A.
That's awesome. All A's?
Hopefully,
There you
I
go.
got all these last semester, so
Heck yeah.
shooting for 2 times.
That's good, man. Well, that's awesome to hear. But yeah, anyways, we got a great episode today. Not much news, but a lot of stuff to talk about. We got a lot of great episodes, from
Yes.
everything natural, love story, Hell's Paradise, Demon Slayer. And yeah, before we get into the pod, I just wanted to give some recognition to the Suzume film. It's already been killing it. As of on Friday, it made $2.1 million on the U.S. So
Nice.
I don't know if I'll be able to see it in theaters, but I definitely want to watch it at some point. So I don't know. Maybe we can have a little movie night one night. Ben, cuddle on the couch, eat some popcorn
That's
or
so
something.
sad.
But yeah.
Speaking of
Um,
movies,
oh,
um, I started slowly getting back into Love Is War.
oh, beautiful, awesome. How close are you to
I watched
finishing
an
it?
episode. I watched one episode.
Oh, okay. What part are you at?
Oh, dude, what happened?
Has the like event
I
started?
spent.
The Please tell me you've at
Oh,
least gotten to the like fair or
the
whatever it is.
no,
That's
the
crazy.
this episode they were trying to ask each other out to the
Hmm.
fair.
Okay, yeah. So yeah. Okay, you're getting close to the end then.
Yeah.
So, what are your predictions for the end of the season? This is like the one time I can
I
be
don't
like, this is the one time I could be like, Ben, I know stuff that you don't. So, I don't know.
I don't I don't know. It's hard to predict where the show goes sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And considering the movie was called what, The First Kiss That Never Ends or something,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it ends with a kiss.
Mm-hmm.
Um so I don't know. It's weird to try and predict an ending to the romance animes.
No, yeah, for real, I get that. I don't know how they're making a new season after this. Um, it's interesting. I will say it doesn't end how you expect. If the so I don't know, but it's interesting.
I mean, I'm not
I love
I
it
don't
though.
know.
It's not a
I don't
traditional rom com at all. It's been awesome. Um, I just love all the characters, man. I'm so excited because I want to watch the movie with you, Ben. So you gotta hurry up, man. But
sorry.
even though they turned it into a show on Netflix, we should still watch it, or on Crunchyroll. We should still watch it like a movie.
Yeah.
I think that'd be cool. But yeah.
Uh,
Anyways, without further ado, I think we're ready to hop into our news. Ben, what do you think?
yes.
All right, let's go. Oh, there we go. All right, awesome. Well, Ben, do you want to start us with our first topic? We got a biggie today.
Sure. Um so last week we talked about the Naruto poll and how the results were getting released on Thursday. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
Thursday, April 13th. And those results are now out. And to no surprise, um, the winner was Minato. Uh, what's his last name? It's not Uzumaki.
I forget.
Namikaze.
There you go.
That's what it is. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, he is getting his own one-shot manga thing. So we will keep you guys posted on updates on that.
Oh yeah, it's very exciting. I personally talked to Ben about it before. I was a little disappointed. I guess disappointed is not the right word. More so like a little underwhelmed. I guess I was really
Yeah,
hoping for a bit more of an obscure character. I don't know if you remember any of the poll results, Ben, but
I'm looking at him right now.
Sakura was third. Why was Sakura third, dude?
Yeah,
Why was she
so
third?
get it right
That's
here.
crazy. But nonetheless, I'm very happy with Minato. It could have definitely been worse, like Naruto or Sakura. Um, but I was rooting for Shisui. I don't know, but nonetheless, I'm sure that they're gonna do great things with Minato. I hope that it is something during the third Great Ninja War. That'd be awesome. Maybe some more. We don't really get to see his perspective because I think all we really get to see is Obito, like him with Obito and Kakashi. That's kind of like his main role in that part. I think, right,
Yeah.
Ben? That's like the only time we get to see him in the war. So I'm sure that there's a lot of stuff that could be shown, especially since maybe how he gets his name as the Yellow Flash. I mean, we know why, but maybe just how it became infamous. So that'd be cool. Something like that would be really interesting. Um,
Is my camera lagging for you?
can you do like a hand test, maybe? No, it's fine. Oh,
Okay.
a little bit,
You
yeah.
just gonna yeah, this the results page has a lot going on it. It's
Oh.
using up a lot of my RAM. But that's so weird. Anyways, first was Minato, second was Itachi,
Mm-hmm.
third was Sakura, fourth was Shisui, fifth was Kakashi, sixth was Naruto, uh, seventh was Kakashi's dad,
Oh, that would have been
interesting.
sick.
Yeah.
That would have actually been
Eighth
really
was
cool.
Sasuke,
God.
ninth was Madara, and tenth was Hinata. I am getting out of this
Oh.
page.
Yeah, I was gonna say you are gonna like it a bit. Wow. Hinata, interesting. I'm glad we did get a Hinata. I guess it would have been cool maybe see her as a teenager again. Maybe with her squad going on a little adventure, but I don't think it would have mattered as much.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, nonetheless, Minato's a fine pick. Um, I'm more so curious to see what era it is when he's of his character. What do you think, Ben? Any predictions?
I think it's gonna have to be in the third Great Ninja War.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really see. I feel like a lot of the other things we have covered.
Yeah, agreed.
So, you know,
What if we're just totally off and it's like him just taking care of Naruto? It's just,
just
um,
so just
Yeah.
Worst one shot.
Well, yeah, I'm curious how many pages it's gonna be. If it's gonna be kind of like a Fujimoto esque one shot that's like 200 pages, or if it's just gonna be like 80 or something. So we'll see. Hopefully, it does get an anime adaptation. So yeah. Um, but all right, moving on to our next news topic. If you don't have anything else to say, Ben.
Nope.
We have a little cool thing that I'm actually very excited, and I'm definitely going to purchase myself. Hirohiko Araki and Viz Media announced that JoJo 6251 is getting a English release, and I am so excited that I can actually get this a legit way. By legit, I don't mean like illegal. I just mean like I guess legit's the wrong word. I meant like in the sense of like an English coffee, just because
Yeah.
I've been wanting to get a JoJo art book for so long, and now I actually finally have the opportunity to get one. But yeah, I guess I should explain what it is. So if you guys do not know, Hirohiko Araki makes art books, every so often to commemorate and showcase a lot of his illustrations and artwork that he's done over the years. So he's made a couple before. Oh my god, I don't really know the names of them off the top of my head. But yeah, it doesn't matter. Nonetheless, it's pretty much just an art book showing all the parts. Probably it'll just probably be 1 through 8 since 9 just came out. But nonetheless, I'm very excited. It's on pre-order right now if you guys want, so go check it out. It comes out May 23rd is the official release. So I'm personally very excited. I have seen covers and like illustrations from the artwork, and it is so awesome. There's really no one doing it like Araki, man. He is one of a kind, and I'm just the biggest fanboy. So I'm definitely going to be getting an art book. What about you, Ben? You might cop one. It's only like $20, so I'm like,
Only 20?
yeah, it's only like $23. So I was like,
Um, you said it was you could get it in English, but it's an art book. So what is
well, I think it has like a little bit of like text and stuff as well.
description?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So I know that I don't think it's this one, but there's one that's so cool. It comes with like a stand encyclopedia and then like
Oh,
all
that's
this
pretty
a
cool.
character encyclopedia. It's so sick. Um, but yeah, I love it. I can't wait to look through all the art, and it'll just be great to have in the manga collection. So that's two stuff I need to pick up this summer, Ben. Because remember, Goodbye Eri also comes out in the beginning of July,
Oh yeah.
so I'm definitely gonna buy that as well. A lot of good stuff. So shout out Viz Media. Very very excited for that. So yeah. Um, Next up on the news, kind of an interesting topic. Ben, would you like to take it?
No.
Okay. All right. Yeah. That's fine. So, anyways, if you guys do not know of a show called Rick and Morty, you definitely have. It's gone through. It's had a recent bit of drama, although um, a recent bit of drama with one of the creators, Justin Roiland, getting charged with a lot of allegations. However, it was recently just found that he was not found guilty of any of those charges, so he's technically a free man. So it's going to be interesting to see how that affects the Rick and Morty mythos, but nonetheless, that's not what we're talking about. Anyways, Rick and Morty, a show created by Justin Roiland and Dan Harmon, has been airing on Adult Swim for some time, and has recently been confirmed by HBO Max that it is getting an anime adaptation. So Ben, I don't know how much you're in the know about Rick and Morty knowledge or anything, but this actually is not the first time we have seen the Rick and Morty anime. There have been, I believe, two shorts that they have released on Adult Swim YouTube channel
Mhm.
showcasing the Rick and Morty anime before. So now
Oh
it's just
really?
getting a full adaptation, which is very exciting personally. The anime is actually the two shorts that they have produced on Adult Swim have been really good. I've really enjoyed them. It adds a lot to the lore of Rick and Morty, and I guess just
Hmm.
world building. And it makes sense that it could work because obviously Rick and Morty is a show that covers like a multiverse. So this could just
Yeah.
be a separate multiverse following a different Rick and Morty, which I really like,
Oh yeah.
um, which I think is really cool. Um, but yeah, if you guys haven't seen the Rick and Morty anime shorts on YouTube, they're only like 2 or 3 minutes long, I believe. So definitely check them out. I think they're a bit longer than that, maybe like 5 minutes. But yeah, they're pretty cool. Obviously, Rick and Morty gets a lot of its inspiration from anime. Even the last few episodes of, I believe, season 5 are
Oh yeah. I remember.
they're kind of inspired
It's like
from anime.
Voltron and
Yeah,
what
exactly.
else? There's a Naruto
Yeah, the
reference.
opening is like an anime opening.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's actually pretty cool. I'm a big Rick and Morty fan, so I'm very excited for this. It's always fun when two things you love come together. Um, so that's always fun. But yeah, that's what I gotta say about that. I'm excited for it, Ben.
Funny,
So yeah,
scary.
do you
I
want to?
don't know. Things getting. I mean, after Cyberpunk, I don't think I have high expectations.
What was that? Did something just fall from your board?
Aaron, no.
Is it the freedom one?
Aaron, no.
No. Dude, that's foreshadowing if I've ever seen
It's
it.
a sign.
Yeah. No freedom for
Oh,
you. Bro, this
anyways,
girl's yelling on the other side of my wall, dude. Should I just like bang on the
just
wall?
bang it. Yeah, that's what I did freshman year
Did you
on my
actually?
dorms. Yeah, like my upstairs neighbors would be super loud, so I'd stand on my bed and hit the roof and they'd shut up.
That's crazy. That's
They're
awesome.
annoying. I'm trying to sleep.
Wow. I'm sorry about that. Dude, no, oh my god. Actually, short little pivot. Ben, there was some drama in our in my like school group chat the other
Uh-oh.
night. Some girl was saying, she said, "Hey, I'm sleeping," or she's like, "Why is it? It's guys. Can someone please turn that music down? You're being so loud." And then another person responded saying, "It's 10 p.m. on a Saturday. Grow up," or something like that. I
Valid,
was like,
honestly.
"That's crazy, dude." I was like, "It's very valid, yeah," but I was just like, "That's wild that she said that." So yeah,
That's so funny.
I was just like, "That's facts, though. It's 10 p.m., bro. Like, calm down." Um, but yeah, I don't know. I just thought that was funny. College dorms are the best. Luckily, I'll be out of this dorm next semester or by the end of this semester, so it's gonna be exciting. But yeah, sorry, short little. That was a little intermission.
No,
So
that's funny.
Ben, go for it. Go for it with the next topic.
Um, so a little bit of news on the Black Clover movie. It was supposed to be out already. I probably would have talked about it.
That's
I would have forced
right.
I would have forced Joseph to watch it,
That's crazy.
but I think it got delayed because of COVID. I don't know how that's still a thing, but I guess it is.
That's very ignorant, Ben. It's a very ignorant thing to say.
I don't care. Do you follow any COVID-19 guidelines, Joseph?
I Next question.
Like, that's what I thought. Anyways, um, it's the movie's supposed to be getting a novel
Oh,
adaptation, which is really interesting because I've never heard that happen before. And I was kind of confused because like it's based off the manga, but then it's getting written
wait.
into a book.
Yeah, I was gonna
So I
say,
don't know.
is it supposed to be like maybe like more stuff that hasn't happened in the manga, or is it? It's literally based off. It's just the
It's like the next arc in the manga,
wow. That's kind of weird.
so I don't.
Yeah, I was gonna say because like Naruto's done stuff like that, but it's always new stories. It's never.
Yeah,
Wow. Okay, that's
so I don't
interesting.
know.
Hmm.
Weird.
That is weird. I don't like that.
I don't like that either.
Yeah, I don't like change. Um, but no, that's interesting. It's actually funny you say that. I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, man, this is around the time I was supposed to have finished Black Clover. um, yeah, that
Crazy.
that's no. um, I,
I
I
still think you should watch it.
I think that's a hot take. I
I think
guess those are my two hot takes. I'm not a big Hunter x Hunter fan, and then Black Clover. But I mean, I think
I
hating
don't
Black
think
Clover is a common thing.
I wouldn't say the Black Clover one is much of a hot take
Yeah,
because a lot of
yeah.
people hate it.
hmm
But yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's just
What? You don't
I
apologize.
couldn't get into it, man. I couldn't. It was too mystical. It's funny because
No,
we're literally watching Mashal, but like I like Mashal better. I guess just because it's more like it's there's a difference between Harry Potter and then like what's a good example? Like Harry Potter and then like Lord of the Rings, you know? It's kind of like two different things. So, that's my argument, I guess, if that makes sense.
I guess
Um, that being said, I do love Lord of the Rings. Anyways, I think that's all the news we have, right?
that is.
Wow, look at us go. All right. Well, I guess without further ado, we should save some time and just hop right into our shows that we're going to be watching or talking about. So we got four awesome shows, like we said: Mashal, Love Story, Hell's Paradise, and Demon Slayer. All great episodes. So I don't know where to start, Ben. What are you feeling today?
Uh, Dude, I was gonna say either. I think I start with Mashal.
Okay. All right, we'll start with Mashal. So, all right. So this is episode 2 of Mashal. It picks up right off where last episode left off, with Mash kind of getting accepted or trying to go start the exams to get into this school of magic. I think it's called like Etron or something like that. Eden or something.
Easton.
Easton. There you go. Easton Magical High or something like that. um, and yeah, pretty much we see this episode follows him trying to compete all the tests to get into the school, and it was really good actually. I really liked it a lot.
Funny.
I'm really liking the characters too so far. So that's a huge plus. I will say this show is actually pretty funny. The comedy is
Yeah.
hitting. It's good. Um, I really
It's
like
not.
the music they use in the rap, like the kind of the rap music background.
Yeah.
It's nice, and it's also like English too, so that's pretty interesting. Um, I have a feeling that a lot of this show was taken from Western culture. I
Uh-huh.
mean, literally, it feels like Harry Potter, but just in
Yeah.
with like a Dumbledore-esque character. The school literally looks like Hogwarts, so I wouldn't be surprised. A lot of this is probably taken from Western inspiration, hence that, and then the rap music as well. Um, but yeah, I've been liking it, Ben. What about you?
I'm really enjoying it. It's a
Mm-hmm.
good change of pace.
Yeah,
Um, so far at least. I hope it doesn't get too serious.
same,
But
same. I like we have a good category of shows. You know, we got a
yeah,
comedy, a romance, a dark, gory,
like
um,
a thriller.
a thriller, gore, and then action.
I wouldn't. I don't think it's shonen.
Is Hell's Paradise shonen? It can't
I
be.
don't
There's
think
no
so.
way. There's no way.
There's no like shonen trope yet.
Yeah. So that's good. But yeah.
You must. Yeah, a little bit of everything
Mm-hmm.
this one.
Exactly.
This
I'm
one.
really
But
liking this season. This is a good season.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um. Yeah, I really like how they just have him lifting weights all the time.
Yes. Yes.
Like he was just in like the kind of like what is it called?
Just the like Coliseum arena in the middle of it.
Yeah, he just power cleaning
Yes.
for like 315 or 405.
Oh, it was a lot, dude. Yeah, and then he's just I really like how into it he is. Mm.
Yeah, it's really funny how he just breaks everything.
Yeah, and then it seems like based on the trailer, we get introduced to our first main character or side character, I should say, being the girl protagonist. I believe her name was like Lemon or Lime or something like that. It was something like
Completely
that. It
forgot.
was a
I
fruit.
need a few more episodes.
So yeah. Anyways, we get introduced to her. We see that she was sent to try and stop Mash from getting into the school because the head or like the head what's commissioner
Lucis,
or Lucy
Lucy, Lucy.
Lucy Lucci something like that.
Yeah,
He didn't want Mash to get in because he didn't like him because of how he was acting. So he's blackmailed this girl into doing what he wants in order to get her to pass. And then, yeah, she ends up trying to stop him. She fails, and then she gets attacked, and Mash still saves her. And I will say this all takes place in a labyrinth again, straight from Harry Potter. Um, and yeah, so Mash saves her from this pharaoh-looking dude, Sphinx, I believe it was, and
yeah,
yeah, then they complete the entrance exam together and end up getting accepted into the school. So it was a very fun episode. She seems like a very fun character, and it seems like now she's going to be the love interest. I wouldn't say a love interest, but more so the girl who has an obsession with him, as seen through
yeah.
the trailer, or not trailer, the opening as well. So, but she seems very fun. The voice actress sounds good. I like her so far. Her character design's solid. But I'm very interested to see the other male characters. They seem pretty cool. And this little like friendship bond I feel is going to be good. So I'm very
Yeah.
excited. Yeah, that being said, we also get introduced to Mash's roommate. I forget his name, but
I forgot his name too.
yeah, he seems pretty cool. He seems pretty chill. So far, they seem to get off on a good start together, which was nice. I will say the plot kind of it did seem a little. I said it during the episode or when we were watching it. It does kind of seem like Spy Family a bit, in the sense that he has to get all these stars or coins to
Yeah,
try and become the top student. So I was like, hey, this is like Spy Family. Um,
Stella's, is that what
yeah,
they
the
were?
Stellas. Yeah, that's awesome. But yeah, I also like the other side characters, his grandpa or his dad, his adopted father, and then the other police officer who's there watching him. It was pretty
It's
funny.
funny.
It was a good scene. But yeah, overall, a great episode. Um, I really like it. I like the character designs a lot. It's very refreshing. I like the colors. The art is really nice and refreshing as well. It's
Yep.
very bright, so I appreciate that. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, that's all I gotta say, Ben. Anything else you want to mention?
There was a part, it was towards the beginning of the labyrinth whenever the girl ran into that Sphinx dude or whatever.
Yeah.
It kind of just felt like it was like pulled from My Hero for some reason. I don't know why. The part
Oh,
where,
Uraka.
yeah, I don't know why.
You know, I think I actually kind of got that same vibe too. I'm
I'm
not
like,
gonna lie. Yeah, but that's probably just because it's in an entrance exam style. Um,
yeah, it's in an entrance
mhm.
exam, and then the girl was gonna die. Blah blah
Yeah,
blah.
I will say although I love Mash's character design, I do kind of wish he didn't resemble like Saitama or Mob so closely.
Oh yeah,
I
true.
kind of get that vibe a lot from it, and I kind of wish he would be a little more different.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, he's still great. And yeah, it's gonna be a fun show. It's gonna be a good show.
Oh,
So that's all we
it
got for
is.
Mashal. I guess next, let's get the elephant out of the room first, or do that one up next with Love Story with
Oh
Yamada
god.
Kun, level 999, episode 3. Oh man, this show is a roller coaster bin of emotions, and I'm very curious to see your thoughts on everything that's going on. So, the episode starts off with our main girl Akane. She is going on throughout her day, and she seems throughout the episode. It starts with her going on a double date with her friend Momo, and she doesn't really seem to be into the guy all that much. And I think this is our first hint that she really does kind of have feelings for Yamada.
Oh no.
And I was just like I don't know, Ben. One thing
I picked it up a different way, but
oh,
I'll let you continue.
okay, well no. I wanted to say first of all, one thing that I really appreciate about this show is that like the characters feel like real teenagers or
Yeah.
real like people. The way Akane acts, the way like I don't know, just the way it's like talked through her perspective. It just
Mhm.
she feels like a real human. I mean, as much as I love like Rent a Girlfriend, dress up, domestic girlfriend, all of these, it's kind of like a more romanticized version. I know this is as well because like this is this that's not how real life works, man. You don't just meet a handsome gamer boy, and girls don't play video games. It's just it's not real life, man.
Hey, that's what happened to my work.
What?
This guy started volunteering,
Mm-hmm.
and it turns out he played video games or he plays video games like super hardcore. And then one of my female coworkers started talking to him, and now they're dating.
Through on the
And now
game?
they no like IRL, but they play like
Oh,
League together.
that's sick.
I hate League.
Yeah, I do
I
too.
always give them shit for it.
I hate League.
Anyways,
Well, that's good to know. Well, I guess I gotta pick up League then.
please
No,
don't.
I'm
I
not.
will not do this with you
No,
anymore.
I would never play League. But yeah, no. I'm just saying. My point being, odds of this happening extremely low. But it's still good that obviously it is possible. Um, but yeah, I don't know. So as the story progresses, we kind of see that Akane just is kind of depressed and doesn't want to really date boys. Yet she still is thinking about Yamada. What?
Are you implying that she wants to date women, Joseph?
You know what I meant. Sorry, she doesn't want to date in
Okay.
general. Anyways, yeah. So, but she still keeps thinking about Yamada and their time together, and it was really sweet. Um, I'm trying to remember what happens after that. Oh yes, she kind of goes into the game and she catches Ruri. Ruri, is that her name? Ruri. It's like R
First with
U
an
R
R.
I. Yeah, it's like Ruri. So, um, what?
I just thought of whenever Dio does that.
Yeah, Ruri. But yeah. So Ruri kind of she's in there in the game universe and she's with Yamada, and they're there cooking their potions together. And then Akane joins, but they did not see that she logged in, which that's not how video games work. Um, but
Hey,
nonetheless, what?
those kind of video games, that is how.
You get login alerts though, especially if they're in the same guild.
Oh, I thought you were saying they don't get logged.
No, I'm saying they do because they say
Gotcha.
that they didn't see her there because they're like, oh, we didn't
Okay.
notice you were here, and I'm like, that's cap, but but
My fault.
no. Anyways, yeah, they're in the game together, Ruri and Yamada, and they're pretty much talking about life. And Ruri kind of flirts with Yamada, and Yamada, being the dumb fool he is, doesn't pick up on it and just kind of, or maybe he does, but just ignores it. Again, dumb man. Um, but yeah, Ruri's kind of just like, hey, I kind of liked when it was just us two. We kind of worked together, and it was just a lot more peaceful, and I liked it because we got to talk to each other. And then Yamada's kind of like, yeah, I agree. And then she's like, really? And then he's like, yeah, just because everything was a lot more fast, and
Yeah.
just implying that he doesn't really want to care. He doesn't really care about interacting with her beyond the video game. So we
Yeah.
kind of get that Ruri kind of has a thing for him, but Akane sees this and assumes that, oh shoot, maybe they're boyfriend and girlfriend, and that freaks her
Hmm.
out. So she gets a little nervous. Nonetheless, Ruri still sees her after a while, and then she's still really friendly with her, so that's good. Um, and then after that, Ruri offers Akane a chance to come with them, meet up in real life, and go to an event being hosted that's partnered with the video game, so they can all meet up in the guild in real life, become friends. So that's the plan, which is very exciting for Akane because she gets to see Yamada again, and also she gets to meet Ruri. So that'll be
Hmm.
fun. So as the story progresses, what happens next? I guess.
She doesn't she leave and then she runs into that guy.
Yeah, she runs into that guy again. I was just kind of gonna skip that part because it's not that important, I don't think. But yeah, she runs into this guy and she notices this girl who's dressed like a. Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. So yeah, yeah. She meets up with the guy from the that they went on the double date with at the beginning of the episode, and then they're walking to the subway. Akane is not really interested in this dude, but he's like kind of pushing it, so he's trying to get with her. But she's
Hmm.
clearly not into him. And then as she's walking to the subway, she sees Yamada with this girl who looks like a child. First of all, second of all, she's 100% an e-girl. That's 100% what she's supposed to be. Clear as day, Ben. I got Belle Delphine vibes straight away.
No,
Um,
no.
yeah, it was pretty bad. Not that Belle Delphine's bad, not bad, but you know what I mean. I'm digging myself a hole here. Um, anyways, nonetheless, Yamada is seen with this girl, and Akane starts thinking, "Oh shoot, maybe that's Ruri." Um, and she gets a little nervous and flustered, and ends up leaving the dude and just going home. So she decides not to get on the game that night just because she's kind of flustered and doesn't really know what to do with her feelings. But then Rory messages her saying, "Hey, we should meet up for the event in real life," and she's like, "Bet, let's go." So the next day, she gets ready for the event and gets dressed. I will say, bro, I love the drip in this show, bro. Her outfits, boom, impeccable. What, Ben? You have that face of
Can't be Marin.
disappointment. Yeah,
It
you're
can't be
true.
Marin.
That's true. Nothing can be
He's a
Mari.
little cosplayer.
I miss her so much, man. I miss that show, dude. This is like it's like trying. It's like whenever you're trying to eat healthy. So like, instead of getting like a burger, you get like a veggie burger. That's what this show feels like. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't say the show is as bad as a veggie
No,
burger
no,
though.
no, no. It's not as bad, but it's trying to fill something.
You're trying to make it feel something.
Hmm. I'm trying to make it fill something that's not really what it is. You
Can't
know
be.
what I
It
mean?
can't be filled, Joseph.
It can't be filled. You're right. Anyways, we see Akane get ready to go out to the coffee shop to meet her friends. But before that, we get a flashback scene. Wait, is the flashback scene? Is that at the
The
end of the
flashback scene is
episode?
at the very end.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Oh, okay. No, no. Sorry. Yeah, you're right. So I'll skip. I'll wait till I'll save that part to the end. So yeah, Akane ends up walking to the shop. She runs into this gamer dude who's a complete nerd, completely lost it. He was a good-looking guy. He really should have stopped and shut up and talk like a normal human instead of being an incel. Um, and then yeah, she becomes uninterested, but he shows her to the coffee shop where she sees Yamada and the girl, the e-girl that we can assume is Ruri. She runs up to Yamada-kun, running right past the girl and hugging Yamada. Does she hug him, or she just runs up close to him? Um,
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh my gosh, how you been? I missed you, and like, I'm glad to see you're doing well." And then Ruri comes up beside Yamada, or we assume that it's Ruri. We haven't heard her name yet. We haven't heard her name. And then she gives, she hugs Yamada, like grabs his arm, wraps it around her, and then she's like, "Who the heck is this? Who are you?" And then she gives her the dead eyes, the stare, the like, "I'm gonna kill you" stare, meaning that this girl is very intimidated by Akane, and yeah, feels threatened. I will say
Of
though, an
course.
interesting thing: Yamada is definitely not in a relationship with this girl. We know this because based on a text message that they show us, Ruri messages Yamada saying, "Hey, thanks for playing. I love you." So she says, "I love you." She says, "I love you," Ben. That's crazy.
This is
That's so
crazy.
out of pocket. And she says that to Yamada, and then Yamada just says like, "Yeah, we'll talk soon, or talk to you later," or something like that. And I was like, "Dude, what is this man doing, bro?" This guy's throwing so hard, Ben. Like he's actually throwing. Is that crazy?
I don't think it's crazy.
I think you're crazy. Um, so yeah, that's how the episode ends. And then the dude also comes up besides Akane that that she was talking to about the gamer stuff. And is he supposed to be a character we know? Because the way it was
I
implied, it
don't
made it
think
seem like
so.
it. And I was like, I have no clue who this man is. So I
I
didn't
don't
really
think
know.
so. This
I
is someone in the guild I don't know.
Yeah, for a second, I really thought the guy was actually gonna be Ruri. I was like very nervous that
Ma-
that's what was happening, because of the callback to when Momo was like, "Are you sure that it's actually a girl?" Like, I was
Yeah,
like, and then they were talking, and then I was like, "Oh my god, what if this is like the biggest like gotcha?" You know? I would have,
yeah.
I would have been
That'd be
like,
terrible.
"Oh my god!" I was waiting for her to be like, "Oh, I'm from a guild. My name's Ruri," and I would have dropped, bro. I would have been like, "This ain't happening." Um, but yeah, luckily it wasn't him. I don't think. Um,
We'll find out next week.
yeah. Anyways, that's how the episode ends. But that's actually not how the episode ends because we get a post-credit scene, Ben. We're end gaming this shit, so we get a post-credit scene with Yamada after he had picked up Akane and dragged her to his house. Not in a bad way, just in a good way, because she was very drunk and out of it. So he brought her to his house, drops her on the bed, and is late for practice with his esports team. So he
I'm
hops.
assuming it's a Valorant team.
You think it's Valorant? God, if he's a
I think it's
Valorant player, I'd
Valorant.
hate him, bro. Please just
I
make him
already
like
hate
an
him.
R6 player, dude, or like a COD player. No, they don't play COD on PC. I don't even know Overwatch. Please just be an Overwatch gamer, dude. That'd be so awesome.
I was thinking either Overwatch or Valorant,
Mm-hmm.
but looking at that screen that they were in, it seemed more like Valorant.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, yeah, he talks to his Discord friends and his Discord esports team, and oh my god, this was so relatable. It was it's not even funny. He says that right now there's a girl in my bed. They all like being the gamer dudes they are have never felt the touch of a woman. Say, dude, send us pictures. Like I need to see this woman. It's very funny. It's very real. It hit really it hit too close to home. Um, so it was good all around. But then Yamada sees Kane almost waking up and saying that she's gonna puke. So he goes over to her and then she wraps her arms around him and starts sobbing. And I'm not gonna lie, Ben, I almost had the waterworks come in. Actually, that's not true.
What?
I didn't have the waterworks almost come in. I don't know why I lied. But I felt like a hole, Ben, in my heart. I was very sad and very emotional in this episode. Um, and I really appreciated it. I really liked it a lot, Ben. Um, so yeah, I don't know. I kind of rambled on a little bit about this, but I'm very passionate about this show. I liked it a lot. Um, what about you, Ben? What did you think?
And the show scares me
What do you mean?
because I know it has potential, and
What do you mean?
I'm scared to see what happens.
What do you like in what regard?
This the show in general.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I it does have a lot of potential. I'm not going to give it as much credit as Dress Up or Rent a Girlfriend yet because you know by
Yet
episode
I
two,
think
those shows had me hooked.
yeah.
This has me on the line, but I don't know if I don't know if it's fully there yet. So, but so far it's almost there. I really like Akane as a character. Once again, I really like how we're seeing things similar to Dress Up from a girl's perspective. This is a
I think that's
very
why
nice change of pace.
that's one of the reasons I like
Mm-hmm.
it.
If
Just
it was from
because
Yamada's perspective, I kind of be like,
I mean
really,
that'd
man.
be
It would be interesting to
oh,
see what's going on in his head, but I'd be like yelling at him for how oblivious he is. You know,
yeah.
I feel
Hold
like
on,
these
something
would be
just
very different discussions that we're having. You know,
I just remembered something, but I don't want to go off topic.
go for it.
We didn't talk about the thing that you sent me where it's like each episode.
Oh, okay. We'll do that at the very end. We'll do that at the very end.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just
Yes,
we
I'm
heard of
curious
it.
about that. Okay. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much the episode. It left on a cliffhanger. So next episode we're probably going to find out who Ruri actually is. It's definitely the e-girl, and we're just kind of going to figure out all the motives. My suspicion was that she's actually related to Yamada-kun, but I don't know why I called him that. She's so cringy. I called him that last episode too, and I was like, jeez.
Well, that's what I was doing with that girl in Mob Psycho.
Oh, that's right.
Remember?
Sayori,
It was like
Sayori, right? That's her name.
uh,
Yeah,
it's her.
Sayori Chan or something like that, probably. Um,
Stupid.
anyways, yeah. Um, so yeah, that was the episode. I'm really liking it so far. I love how it's from Akane's perspective. She's winning me over as a good, like a great, waifu material. I don't know if I'd say
Yeah.
waifu material, but definitely like a best girl. Yeah, I've been liking her a lot. So that was Love Story. I'm just gonna call it Love Story from now on. But yeah,
Yeah,
I'm liking it a lot. I love the video game aspect of it, dude. It's really
I know.
refreshing.
Yeah.
Um, I hate she has. I mean, can we rate her gamer setup though? Like that's pretty bad.
Hey,
Like she doesn't even have a mouse pad.
hey.
Sorry,
Okay. I'm being a
sorry.
hater, Joseph.
Ben, actually, speaking of mouse pads,
Oh,
I've been contributing my loss in like my I've been playing a lot of R6 lately. For those of you who don't know, and this is my mouse pad. This is a.
dude, I told you to send me your address. You never did.
I don't want you to send. Well, because there's only 4 weeks left. Do you think it'll come in by then?
What? It's Amazon. It'll be there in like
All right,
max
I'll send you
four
my address
days.
right now.
It
Anywho,
won't be anything lewd unless you want me. Unless I can do that.
you can do that. Just because I'm only gonna use, because I'm not gonna use. I'll only use it at college because I have a mouse pad at home and it's my
Yeah.
desk. So, but yeah. Anyways, we're a little off topic, but that's the episode. I'm just kind of glamoring just because I'm loving this show so much. But yeah, that was it. What show are you feeling next, Ben?
Um,
Who did I send my address
I'll let you choose this one.
to? Okay, actually, we're gonna do Demon Slayer last because that's the one that we have most to talk about.
Okay.
So yeah, next up we have Hell's Paradise. I just want to put this on the record right now. I'm so glad we started watching this show. This show has been so amazing so far. I have been loving it so much, Ben.
See, what would we be doing if I didn't recommend any of these shows, Joseph?
I dude, I don't want to think about it. But um, but no, yeah. This episode has been freaking nuts. Or this show, this episode two, it's been so nuts. I have been loving it. What was I guess let's just jump right into it. Sorry. Yeah, so the episode picks off right with the last episode with Gabi Maru and his executioner. I forgot her name. She's so beautiful. She's very beautiful. Um, they show up on Hell's Paradise Island, and right away is very creepy. It's very creepy. Um,
No.
the vibes are just like Gabi Maru says. It's not. It feels unnatural. It doesn't feel real.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very creepy. There's a lot going on. We see a lot of very weird insects, a lot of weird flowers and imagery. It's very creepy. The vibes are very, very gross. And I didn't
Hmm.
even mention the episode opens up with Gabimaru's master like killing himself over and over again to prove that he's immortal. We see his intestines fall out of his stomach. We see him get stabbed by like dozens of arrows, slit his own throat. It's disgusting. This show is very, very gory. It
Oh
is a
yeah.
lot. It is a lot of gore. Um, yeah, but I'm loving it, Ben. I am loving this show. Mappa is
Yep.
doing a great job. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't say anything, but the first few episodes, I was like, the animation, it has to take some adjusting to, you know.
Yeah.
I was like, this isn't really Mappa's style that I'm used to, so like, it's gonna take some getting used to. But this episode, I feel like it really came into its own,
Mhm.
and I enjoyed it a lot. Um, but yeah, so they show up on the island. Gabimaru's with the girl executioner, and she's a hard ass. She follows the rules. She's a stickler with the rules, so she makes him keep his hands bound and tied, which is very funny. And they run into a what do they run into? Oh, they run into another executioner with another prisoner, and the prisoner says that hey, I'm gonna kill Gabimaru just so that way I can be able to get this fruit with no one in the way. And the executioner's like, all right, go ahead, do it. We don't really care. We're here. We're not your friends. We're not your allies. We're not your enemies. We're just here to watch you. So they're like, all right, bet, let's fight. So Gabimaru fights this big dude. Um, and oh my god, dude, Gabimaru is so strong, Ben. It's like
It's
crazy. Yeah,
horrifying.
we
Like
see so much stuff. Yeah.
scary. Like the guy that he's fighting, he used all of
Mm-hmm.
his weapons against him, and that was broke.
Yeah. Yes,
And that
even the
was
wrecking ball.
yeah. It's probably pure steel wrecking ball, just
Mm-hmm.
shattered.
Oh yeah, it's nuts.
And then um he's about to start fighting him for real, and
Mm.
then the girl executioner is like, "Oh no, you have to
Yeah, you have to keep your hands
you have to tie
tied.
your hands up."
And
And
he's
so he
like,
does
bro.
that, and it's kind of like I guess like a little skip, and then the
Mm-hmm.
guy's dead.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
crazy. He's literally cut in pieces. It's horrifying. And then the executioner has this really nice monologue that I actually really enjoyed. Um, yeah, he chops off his head and is just like, I'm going home. There's nothing else to this. He's like, I'm just supposed to watch. That's literally it. That's my only job.
Yeah.
But then we get this interesting monologue from this executioner who the female executioner who's with Gabimaru says like, "Hey, why didn't you have his hands like bound? Like, why aren't you following the rules?" And then the executioner kind of talks a lot about society, and
Society.
yeah, no, but he makes a good point talking about like how the whole mission is just it's odd, right? It's such an odd like thing that's happening. I think there's a lot going on here that is not what actually is
Oh,
real.
for sure.
Just the
Yeah.
whole vibe that he just made it seem so ominous and weird. I'm like, I don't get good vibes at all from these people.
Mhm.
Um, it just felt like kind of like he tries to talk about how rules are only work if everyone follows them, and no one follows the rules. We see that clearly through these through a montage of all of these other um, prisoners with their executioners and all the different storylines that are unfolding. We see an executioner die right away from this huge ass giant guy
Oh my
prisoner who like
gosh.
squashes his whole body in half.
Yeah.
It's terrifying and disgusting. And then we see this one prisoner with her executioner who seduces him, and then she she sleeps with him, and then the executioner kills her. Is that what happened, Ben? They literally just they. That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
What a way to go out, man. Sorry. Yeah, and then we see
What?
just a lot of. At the end of the day, these people are horrible. These are the worst of the worst people. So it's like to expect them to follow the rules so easily. It's like I don't know, and I just get a lot of bad vibes about what's going on behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, we see a lot of that stuff. We see executioners just right away kill their prisoners, prisoners killing each other. It's a whole mess. And he said that like I mean this the executioner explains this whole thing is kind of pointless. You know, in the next like couple hours, everything's going to be completely different. So
Mhm.
it kind of puts everything into perspective for Gabimaru. And then he ends up going on this tangent and trying to kill the female executioner. However, I feel like, I don't know, Ben, if you agree with me or not. It seems like they're both different sides of the same coin. You know what I mean? They
Yeah,
both.
I think that's what the show's trying to
Mm-hmm.
put on us in these first few episodes, that they come from like totally different aspects of life, but in the end they're essentially kind of the same
Yeah,
person, and
they're. Yeah.
that's why during this fight they're having so much trouble like killing each other. If
Mm-hmm.
that makes sense.
Yeah, they have this internal conflict. Gabimaru, he just kind of doesn't want to kill just because his wife is the one who kind of changes that about him. And then
Yeah.
with the female executioner, she's kind of just having this battle with if this is like who she really is. So it's a lot of identity conflict, which I really enjoy. This like
Yeah.
deals with a lot of adult themes and a lot of real stuff. So I really appreciate that. Um, and then it ends with Gabimaru pinning her down, and then he is about to kill her, but she kind of talks to him, and he talks to her, saying that I can't kill you. It was a very beautiful scene, and then yeah, he doesn't end up killing her, and they decide to keep working together. So all is well, right? Nope, not at all. We see a different prisoner and executioner who I believe are going to be important later on because they are in the intro. And it's with this Shinji looking dude from Bleach as the executioner, and then this other prisoner who's a bigger dude, a tall, big guy with a samurai sword. Um, he ends up getting stung by this butterfly or bee, sorry, looking thing, and the bee has like a human face. It's so weird. It's so weird. And then, anyways, the bee pricks his hand. He notices that the bee's not human, so he cuts off his own hand right away, which was freaking nuts. The willpower to do that is crazy. um, so yeah, he cuts off his own hand and notices that this is how
Oh,
the other people died, is by getting infected by these creatures. Um, and then a giant monster shows up with a huge monster with hands coming out of his eyes and a hand coming out of his mouth, I believe. It's very creepy, and
yeah.
it looks like that's who they're gonna fight. And then we cut back to Gabimaru and the female executioner together with some more insects coming upon them with a giant fish man looking thing. It's
Dude, that
very
was so weird.
creepy. It gives off a lot of Jujutsu Kaisen vibes, the like monsters, which I really
Yeah.
like. Again, done by
I
Mappa as well, so that's pretty cool. Uh, but yeah, it was very. The show is really creepy. It's such a trip, but I'm loving it so far, Ben.
Yeah, it's definitely this third episode made me really like it a lot.
Yeah. And I just kind of like the whole setting, dude. Like it's literally like the title fits just so well. Hell's Paradise. It's literally exactly what it sounds like.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you guys are interested, definitely check out the show if you haven't. If you're listening to this, but yeah. So that's all I got to say about that, Ben.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much everything.
All right. Well, moving on to our last show, we got Demon Slayer, episode 2. Saving this one for last because it's the one that we have the most to talk about. Um, Ben, you wanna go over what happened in this episode?
Yeah. So basically it kicks off pretty much right where it left off from episode one, where we see Muchiro and the little kid fighting over the what we now know is a machine doll of this great warrior from 300 years ago. So they're fighting over the key to use it, and eventually, after some back and forth and Tanjiro getting involved, he ends up letting Muchiro have the key and use it. Yada yada yada, and then we get some explaining about who and where this kind of came from.
Mm-hmm.
So the kid mentions that it's a it's a machine that was built by his ancestors that mimics a great swordsman from uh, 300 years ago, like I just said.
Mm-hmm.
But the interesting thing about him is that they needed to put 6 arms on him just to replicate what this man could do.
Mm-hmm.
So I that was pretty cool. Whenever I read that in the manga, I was like, "That's awesome,"
Yeah.
or "That's crazy."
Mm-hmm. Is that? Oh, did you do the whole episode?
No.
Oh,
I just kind of felt like that was a good
it
transition for.
is. It is a good transition. So yeah, I guess let's start there. All right. So let's talk about what we know and what we don't know. Last episode, I predicted that this man, who we don't know yet, what's his name, Ben? I almost
Who
got you. No, I
the
was gonna try to see if you would say it
technically
accidentally.
they do. It is said in the episode, which I
Oh,
wasn't expecting.
in this episode or the last one?
It wasn't explicitly said, but um, it's in the title and on the box of what it is.
Oh, does it like the title of the episode?
Yeah.
Oh, what's let me pull that up real quick. Um, that's crazy. I didn't even know that. Oh, Yoroichi or
Yeah.
Yoriichi?
Hmm.
Dang, so that's his name. Okay, all right. So Yoriichi, we know. Let's talk about what we know, what we don't know. First of all, I guess let's start with what we know. Based on season two, we have evidence provided from the female higher ranking demon that our main Michael Jackson guy has fought this swordsman 300 years ago. Um, we know that he was a swordsmith then, or yeah, swordsman, and
Hmm.
we know that he has the same fire breathing technique as Tanjiro. So that's one thing we know. Second thing we know, we get a flashback showing Tanjiro as a little baby man with his mother, his father, and Yoriichi beside him. So that's the second thing we know. Third thing we know, Tanjiro has feels like he's seen this man before. And we learn, thanks to our little guy, 10-year-old swordsmith, that maybe memories can be inherited. Meaning that Tanjiro might know who this guy is based on memories from his father, based on someone else we don't know. But yeah, that's the third thing we know. So what does this all mean? And then the fourth thing we know is that eventually this man dies and turns into a demon. That's the fourth thing we know. So what does this all mean? Hell if I know. No, I think a good place to start though is with the fact that it seems like this man is a very big deal. Um, and it seems like he's connected to Tanjiro. We know this. I feel this based on the intro we get of Tanjiro fighting, and then we see like a transparent ghost figure of this man Yoriichi fighting alongside Tanjiro. So it's very interesting. It's very interesting. A lot of all this stuff that's happening. It's hard. It's very hard coming up with theories with Ben here. I'm not gonna lie.
It's fun. I like it.
Yeah.
As much as I don't regret reading the manga, but as much as I hate not being on the same level as Joseph, it's fun having this little interaction of back and forth where
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I know what happens and I get to hear Joseph's theories, but I can't tell him if he's right or wrong.
No. Yeah. Exactly. Um. Yeah. So along with that, we also get the sword inside the mechanical machine that comes out when Tanjiro breaks it later in the episode, and we know that that's his sword from 300 years ago. So that's probably going to be Tanjiro's new sword now. I'm assuming. Um, that's my theory, anyways.
Hmm.
I think that's a pretty solid one. But yeah, it. I don't think much about my theory has changed since last episode. The only difference and the only fix I will make to it is that I was incorrect. This demon is not posing. Yoriichi is not posing as a human like the previous high ranking demon that we saw in the last season. Um, no, he's definitely not pretending to be human. Um, so yeah,
Um,
what then?
I'm just saying, you just learned a new piece of information that might be able to counteract your theory.
To counteract my, I did. What do you
I'll
what?
leave it at that.
I learned a new piece of information in this episode
In the past 5 minutes,
in the past 5 minutes.
I don't know if it's been five, but definitely in this podcast episode.
I just learned his name. That's all I learned. What do you mean? Oh, this is horrible. I see. How could I counteract that? Like, I don't. That was his sword. We know that.
Okay, don't think too much about it.
You're dude. I hate this. I hate this. Well, it's not. Like nonetheless, it doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter because at the end of the day, he's still here. We know he's a demon, and that's all that matters. If he's posing to be,
What?
if he's pretending to be a human, it literally doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
What makes you think he's posing as a demon?
No, what? No, I didn't.
You
Sorry,
said he's posing as a
I'm
demon.
imposing as a human. You know what I meant.
Oh, I
Why?
didn't.
Obviously, he is a demon now. We see him with six eyes. That's another interesting thing that we'll get
What do
into.
you mean, obviously?
What? Wait, what did I just say?
Nothing, nothing, nothing. Continue. I won't interrupt anymore.
I lost my train of thought. What I'm saying is, nonetheless, all we know about this man is that he was a human who became a demon. We know that he fought Michael Jackson at one point in time in history, and now he is the first ranking demon. We don't know what his connection to Tanjiro is. All we know is that he definitely has a connection to Tanjiro. We know that he was very praised within the Swordsmith village, meaning a lot actually. Uh, yeah, I think there's a lot of evidence here. We know that Tanjiro is now most likely going to be using his sword from 300 years ago as his new weapon. Um, yeah, I mean, there's not much to go about this mysterious man. I don't know why we're making this such a big deal. It's because
He's a big deal.
it is a big deal. I know. I was joking. It's. I think everything that I've said so far is soundproof, in the sense that this is my timeline. 300 years ago, he fights Michael Jackson, dies, becomes a demon, goes on with life. That's I mean that seems pretty safe to say. It's just everything else that comes along with that. What was his connection with Tanjiro? Oh shoot, I see your point. Wait, so
Wait,
okay.
what?
No,
Hold on.
I'm confusing myself now. Because he is posing as a human. Damn it. Oh my god.
What are you? Okay.
So,
What?
no, I just a lot of stuff is clicking in my head that I'm trying to think about.
What do you mean he's posing as a human?
Well, okay, because we see the flashback of him as a human with Tanjiro and Tanjiro's parents, meaning that
Why are you okay? Why are you assuming those were Tanjiro's parents? He was alive 300 years ago.
what? Oh, I thought that was the implication. Was this not in the flashback we get at the previous episode? That was Tanjiro's a baby.
I don't know. I'm trying to sway you off that path because this man was alive 300 years ago.
Okay,
So how could that be
I have a question
Tanjiro?
for you, Ben. I have a question for you. So
Okay.
that's your argument. Okay, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying now. So I guess my question to you is, in that flashback scene we get in the previous episode of the
Huh?
baby there, wrapped around with the red hair and the green and black checkered outfit, is
Uh-huh.
that's not Tanjiro?
Do you want me to answer that?
I want, based on the information that we currently have in these
Okay, then
seasons,
based on
do
all
we
the
know the
information that we've
answers?
gotten, yes, that is not him.
What do you mean?
Joseph,
Is it?
okay,
Is literally
okay,
just because he's 300 years old? Is that why it's not Tanjiro?
how would that make sense?
Because
If he's
he could be
if he's
posed.
having a flashback, right? How would him as a baby be like in proximity to this man who was alive 300 years ago?
Because he's pretending to be a demon,
What?
or he's pretending to be a human. That's what I mean.
Okay, I get where you're coming from in that point, so I'll let you stick with that theory.
Okay, that's my theory then. Because yeah, no. Okay, see, because you told me to go back and be there's something that counteracts your point about him not pretending to be a human, or him pretending to be a human. This is so confusing. The wording.
Yes.
That's what you said, correct? You said
Yeah.
there's something that counteracts your theory that he might actually be pretending to be human, that he's not.
Yes.
Okay. So there is evidence somewhere in the past 30 minutes of something that I said that
Okay, evidence is a very strong word. I'm just saying you've gotten a piece of information
that
that
shows that he may be pretending to be human. Yes? Is that what you mean?
that he
May be pretending to be a human. Say it, Ben. You know you want to say it, and then that evidence based on what if you say that's true what I just said, that could lead me to believe that he is pretending to be a human in that flashback, and that is Tanjiro as a baby man.
Sure.
Okay, good. So there we go. That then my current theory still stands. So this is my timeline. 300 years ago, this swordsman, Yoriichi, famous swordsman. He's a big deal in the village, Swordsmith Village, which is something that I think is important since the Swordsmith Village is supposed to be a complete secret. Um, then again, he hasn't given that information away, and this all leads. This is this. You know what? Screw you, Ben. I have a theory, and I'm sticking to it based on evidence, and based on evidence provided from the last episode, this episode, and the past seasons. I'm saying this now. This is my piece. All right. This is my current theory. 300 years ago, he was a big huge swordsman guy. He dies to Michael Jackson, becomes a demon, continues on throughout life as a demon, and then, but he's not like the other demons in the sense because we get Michael Jackson saying in the previous episode saying, "I worry that the next one of y'all to die will be the one closest to your humanity." This is, again, it goes back to what I was saying, that he is the only one out of all the other demons that looks most human, besides his 6 eyes. He looks most human. He still looks exactly like a sword. Like no, he his yeah no no.
what tattoos?
I yeah. Akuza would be a close second, and he is very angry, but I don't think he's gonna. No, I don't. No, the most human like. Okay, then I guess you could. Then okay, then okay, I'll play along with that too. Then him and Akaza are the only two that look the most human like. Meaning I think too that you could argue Akaza could change. I don't know. I think that there's conflict definitely within Akaza, but that's a whole different topic for another time. Um, what?
Nothing. Nothing.
What?
Continue.
Yeah. Anyways, I think that when Michael Jackson was saying that, he was talking about Yoriichi because he is the most connected to his past because for some reason he's different, and he and Yoriichi, as time goes on, continue to hide as a human and pretend to be a human. Has a wife who has kids, who eventually has Tanjiro. He's Tanjiro's grandparent, and now he's yeah. That's what I'm sticking with. And we also get this based on the fact that in the flashback in season 2 with the six-ring demon, we see her explain that Tanjiro's fire style is the exact same as Yoriichi's, meaning that they are a part of the same clan. We see this also by the earrings. They have the exact same circle logo. I don't want to be racist. I don't know what it means, what it's called, but they have the exact same earrings. Therefore, I think Yoriichi is very different than the rest of the demons because he's the closest to his humanity. He's the closest still to being a human, and I think Tanjiro is that reason why. Because he actually has had a child who has a grandchild. That is Tanjiro. That's my theory.
Pretty solid theory.
I think that there's evidence to back up everything I just said.
I think there's one piece of evidence that disproves all of it.
What is that? Would you like to provide that evidence?
No.
Well, then, how am I supposed to be better, Ben, if you won't give me the.
I'll tell you after the episode.
Why? Why won't you just tell me now?
Okay, let's just say
Is it
hypothetically.
something based on what we've seen in the show, or is this
Yeah,
okay?
we know. Okay, so for my argument's sake,
Mm.
just very just simplify your theory on how you think he's a demon.
On how I think who's a demon, Yoriichi.
Yeah,
Why do I think he's a demon?
yes, and how.
Why and
I guess
how?
how isn't really necessary,
Well,
but
I was in
why?
how he just dies to Michael Jackson's,
Yeah,
right?
that's
That's
but,
it. When he dies
but
in that
why?
fight when he fought him.
Okay.
Then what do you mean why? Why is he a
I guess
demon?
like no, not like why do you think he's a demon? Because he died.
Because we see him in the Infinity Castle with the six eyes. That's not something a
Okay,
human usually
this
has.
is the point I'm getting at.
Okay.
So we know this guy's name, right? We
Yoriichi.
just found out this episode, yeah.
Okay.
And what was the other guy's name?
What other guy's name?
The upper one.
Oh, I don't know what's his name. Did they call him something different?
Yes, that's what I'm
Oh,
trying to get at.
oh. Oh, people go by different names, Ben.
Oh, come on. Now you're stretching
Have
it.
you seen Naruto, Ben? Toby, that's not his name.
This is whatever.
So you're saying that they're two different people. I see what you're trying to point me
That's
in.
my theory.
I see what you're trying to point me in the direction of. So okay, say let's entertain that idea then. If they're not the same people, okay, I think I see where you're going with this. So maybe
I don't
then,
want to give you too much fuel now.
no. Okay, well then that would change the flashback scene because maybe the in the flashback we see this man who died to. So maybe that's his son or his grandson. The man Yorichi's grandson is that demon with the six eyes. Maybe that could make more sense. Damn, Ben, that really did put it. Okay, I mean, my theory could still work. You can call someone by a different name. That's not like anything new. Um, I don't know. I'm definitely gonna have to think about that now. All right, well, to be continued, I guess.
Yep.
Um, yeah, I mean, still, you could call someone by a different name. That's very possible. But yeah, I get what you're saying that wouldn't be as sound. Um, I'm gonna go back and watch that scene, I guess, later. Um, yeah, yeah. I guess that's what I'll do. Fuck, man, this is so frustrating. I don't know. I still think that just because you call
From
someone
now on, I'm not going to say anything else
no,
ever
but I
again.
mean that's fair game. What you said, that's true. There's nothing that's not true about that. Because I could have pieced that together if I really paid attention. And that's fair
Mhm.
game. That's in the show. You can say that.
Okay.
It's not like you spoiled anything for me. If anything, you just pointed me in the right direction, I think.
Yep.
Or, I don't know. This is getting us nowhere. We'll end it here. This is enough. But before we go, we did have one last news topic Ben mentioned. Uh, yeah. I don't know what it's called anymore. It's been a while since I sent you that, Ben.
Yeah.
But uh, oh my god, yeah. It's anyways. It's a movie that's 2 episodes long, and pretty much apparently the way you watch it dictates how you would perceive the show. So me and Ben thought one day it would be a fun experiment for us both to watch the 2 episodes in different orders, and then come together and then make a video about it, explaining our thoughts behind it all, which I think would be a lot of fun.
That would.
That would. So Ben, what order would you want to do it in? Would you want to be the first and second episode or the second and last?
I want to be
That's
second.
okay.
Second in the first one.
Okay. All right, then that's what we'll do it. So whenever this drops, we're going to be doing a special on that, so that'll be fun. Maybe we'll make that its own video, So that'll be cool.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyways, I think that's really all the info I got for today. I'm very stumped on this whole Demon Slayer thing. That's why I wanted to do it last. I knew it would take up the most time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jeez. Okay. All right. A lot to think about now. I don't know, cause it's weird just because of how, like, why would they be two different people? You know what I mean? I really don't see that. Like, what other evidence is there to suggest that it's two different people? You know?
Yeah.
They look the exact same. It's like, come on. It's like, you're telling me that these guys are, it's like father and son. They look exactly the same.
And okay,
I'm like,
just for the sake of my argument,
all right.
if this demon could disguise as a human and walk around in the sunlight, why
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't all of them be doing that?
I'm not saying we haven't seen him walking around. Oh, well, I guess he is sitting outside. But maybe he's
Yeah.
special. I mean, we see that he has that fire technique. Maybe that's something to do with it. I don't know. I think that's a possibility.
Keep clinging on to hope, Joseph.
Whatever, man. I'm just trying to have fun making theories about a show that I like, Ben. We could be doing this
Yeah,
together,
definitely.
but I guess not.
Hey, every time I have gotten spoiled and made the decision to read the manga, it's been a great decision.
Well,
I'm still holding on with Blue Lock.
yeah. I
I'm
saw
gonna
that
give
you.
it two more spoilers till I read it.
Dude, that's not fair. You can just look at. Oh, to be honest, I think I spoiled myself for Demon Slayer. I haven't mentioned it though because I don't really want to talk about it. But
Okay.
um, yeah, I think I got spoiled. One thing. It was because I was searching up something for Google for a thumbnail, and then it was in the search bar, and I was like, damn. But I don't know
Wait,
if
can you tell me what it was?
I don't want to. Um,
I will be like this.
no, I don't know if it's true or not. Um,
That's why I'll be like this,
it's
so you
it's
can't see my
one of those
facial.
it's one of those things. Um, I don't even know their name. I forgot it, but yeah. Anyways, yeah, that's the episode. Um, what?
Nothing.
I dude, it's just that picture on your wall is like freaking me out, man.
This?
The Demon Slayer one, yeah.
Eh. Even if you saw it right now, you wouldn't understand it.
Okay. I don't know. All I know is that Tanjiro's in that top right corner. I think. I don't know.
Where?
We're done talking.
Up here?
No, no, and
Oh,
your
and this one right
yeah.
here?
I don't know. I feel like there's still a lot to Demon Slayer. Is there a lot like of stuff left in the show? Because I'm like, we
Yeah.
haven't even really seen all the Hashira in action yet, and I'm like, bruh,
Yeah, like this arc is where everything the story kind of picks up.
really?
It's getting to the climax.
How many seasons do you think are left if you had to predict? If they stick to 2 arcs per season?
Well, I know this next arc is kind of longer, so I don't
The
know. But
Swordsmith arc?
no, this one's kind of a normal length.
Mm-hmm.
So we have this one, and then there's the next arc, and then there's one more after that. So I'd say because we're more than halfway done with the like adaptation already.
Dang.
Or probably like I don't know. We're getting close.
Okay. Wow. All right. Well then, yeah, a lot is definitely picking up. It's kind of sad. I'm missing Inosuke and Zenitsu a bit, but
Yeah.
it's alright. We're making up for it with the cute butterfly girl or cute flower girl and the annoying femboy. So yeah, it's a fun time. But yeah, that's the Otaku Brothers podcast. I'm very depressed now. After trying to figure out my theories and just putting everything together. So yeah, I'm definitely going to talk to Ben more about it after the episode. So anyways, this has been the Otaku Brothers podcast. Thank you all so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. If you made it to the end, please do like and subscribe. It would mean a lot to me and Benson. Yeah, we trying to get to 100 by the end of the year, so that'll be fun.
We're getting there.
We're almost there. We're almost past our old channel, so I'm excited. I'm excited about that.
Don't speak of that, Joseph.
I won't, but yeah, it's exciting. Anyways, yeah, we'll let you guys go. Thank you all for watching. If you guys would like to leave your thoughts about Demon Slayer, Hell's Paradise, any of the shows, please drop them in the comments. We'll love to read them, except for
Always
Weezums.
appreciate it. Oh,
Anyways,
Weasel. Weasel.
um, yeah. Thank you all so much for watching. We've been the Otaku Brothers podcast, and we'll see you all on episode 59.
Peace.
Arrivederci.